So we proceed to the application of maxima and minima. So we are to discuss ano ba yung application ng maxima and minima to the physical world. So parang example nun is ano yung maximum rectangle na pwede mong ilagay sa isang circle in terms of the area, or what's the maximum area or the largest area of a parabola na pwede mong ilagay sa cone, or pwede rin largest rectangle, pwede rin yan sa application ng maxima-minima. What is the area of the largest rectangle that can be placed inside a triangle? Kumbaga, physical applications of maxima-minima. So usually when it comes to problem solving, yung topic na to is we are to discuss, or we are to encounter worded problem. So if you are solving worded problem here in differential calculus, all you have to do is follow these steps. So in that worded problem, identify what are the given, identify the required, set up your equation, then differentiate. Okay, after differentiation, you are to substitute. Okay, so those are the basic steps. Determine the given, the required, set up your equation, differentiate the equation, then substitute. So let's have an example. Okay, so our first example, so sabi niya dito, the sum of one number and 3 times a second number is 60. Among the possible numbers which satisfy this condition, find the pair whose product is the largest. So we are looking for the largest value, which means there is a maximum value. So what are the given? So we have 60 as the given. So let's say the first number, number to be x. Then we have the second number is, let's say, y. So what is required? Ang sabi dito, what is the required? Among the possible numbers which satisfy this condition, find the pair whose product is the largest. So yung required natin dito is hinahanap natin yung product of these two numbers, x and y. Let's say that is the product. Okay, we're looking for these two numbers that will give us the largest product. Then set up our equation. Actually, this is already our one equation. Then the other equation is the sum of one number and 3 times the other. The sum of the first number and 3 times the second number is equal to 60. So we are now able to set up our equations. Okay, nandito na tayo. We are able to set up our equations. We are now to do differentiation. So by differentiation, we have the first equation. This is, we have x, y is equal to, the product. We have to do is, we have derivative of derivative of a product, first term, derivative of the second term, plus the second term derivative of the first term is equal to the derivative of the product. So we have dividing all terms by dx. So we have now, this is the same as x. What is dy over dx? This is y prime plus we have y is equal to differential product divided by dx. So this is, dapat daw yung product is the largest product, which is maximum. So ano yung ginagawa natin last time from maxima-minima? So kapag maximum, the slope is equal to 0. Kaya lang dito, yung product daw yung maximum. So therefore, we set the product. This is differential product with respect to x. Siya raw yung maximum. We set this value to 0. Okay? So this is now 0. But we have, this is x, y prime is now equal to, we have y divided by, supposedly we have to transpose that one. So if this is 0, so x, y prime plus y is equal to 0, dividing, transpose ko muna. This is x, y prime is equal to negative y. So dividing all terms by x or both sides. So you have y prime is equal to negative y divided by x. So this is the equivalent of y prime. So we proceed for in this second equation. So the second equation is x plus 3 times y is equal to 60. We need to determine the first derivative. This is dx plus 3 dy is equal to 0. That is a constant. So we'll be having dividing all terms by dx. But this is now equal to 1 plus 3 dy over dx is y prime equal to 0. So we have, we have 3 y prime is now equal to 3y prime is equal to negative 1. So therefore, y prime is equal to negative 1 over 3. So all we have to do is substitute that value here para malaman natin yung equivalent ng y or x. So we have the equation y prime is equal to negative y over x. Equivalent of y prime is negative 1 over 3 is now equal to negative y over x. Or negative times, we may cancel the negative sign. The equivalent of x by cross multiplication is equal to 3y. Okay, so the value of x is equal to 3 times the value of y. So balikan lang natin yung first equation, or ito yung second equation natin, this one. Okay pa? So we have the equation x plus 3y is now equal to 60. Okay, tapos na yung differentiation, so yung ginagawa na natin ngayon is substitution. Okay? So the value of x is 3y plus 3y is equal to 60. So it's the same as 6y is equal to 60. So divided by 6. So the other number is 10. So we have now the value of y is equal to 10. We can have the other value. That is, we have x. Okay, so x is equal to 3 times y. So this is 3 times the value of y is 10. So we have the value of x is equal to, this is equal to 30. So the value of x is equal to 30. We will do the checking. That is 30. Okay, checking natin. What is the value of x? That is 30. Plus, what is the value of y? That is 3 times. The value of y is 10. That is 3 times 10 is equal to 60. So 30 plus 30, this is 60 is equal to 60. Okay, so the correct pair that will give the maximum product having the sum of the first number plus 3 times the second number with the sum equal to 60. So ang sagot natin dito is we have 10 and 30. Okay? So 10 and 30 for this example. Okay, let's have another example. Okay, so our second example, what is the maximum length of the perimeter if the hypotenuse of a right triangle is 5 meters long? So for example, we have this triangle. So we have the hypotenuse, that is C is equal to, okay, according to the given, that is 5 meters. So let's say this is side A and this is side B. So we know that how to compute for the perimeter. Perimeter of a triangle is equal to side A plus side B plus side C. So that is the perimeter of the triangle. And what is the relation of the sides? If we have a right triangle, that is, we have A squared plus B squared is equal to C squared. So those are the given. These are the equation. We are looking for the maximum length. What is the maximum length of the perimeter? We are looking for the perimeter. So we have this equation. We are now to proceed to differentiation. Okay, so identify the given, the required, which is the perimeter. Our equation, we proceed to differentiation. So let's differentiate. Okay, so we have the equations. The perimeter is equal to side A plus side B. We have side C, that is Okay, plus 5. That is our perimeter. Then Pythagorean theorem, a squared plus the b squared is equal to 5 squared, or we have a squared plus b squared is equal to 25. So pwede kong umpisahan dito. Yes, pwede naman. Actually, kahit sino sa kanila, I think pwede natin unahin. So we differentiate. This is twice differential derivative of a. That is 2a. Being the dollar exponent is 2a dA plus we have 2b differential b is equal to constant. This is equal to 0. We'll be having the equivalent of dB divided by dA, or gawin ko dito, divide all terms by gawin na lang natin na ganito, divided by twice of differential b. Okay, so we may cancel 2. This is now a multiplied by dA over dB is plus, cancel ulit yung 2 dito. Ano may iwan dito? That is the same as b equal to 0. So we have the equivalent of dA over dB is equal to, transpose ko yung b sa kabila, this is negative b divided by a. That is the equivalent of dA over dB. So we have, okay, balikan natin yung isang equation. That is the perimeter is equal to side A plus side B plus side C, given sa side C as 5. Kunin natin yung first derivative. This is differential perimeter is equal to differential A plus differential B. Okay, then, obviously, derivative of 5, that is a constant, we have 0. So, pwede natin gawin tulad ng ginawa natin dito kanina, divide all terms by differential b. Okay, so we have differential perimeter divided by differential b is now equal to dA over dB plus 1. So, this is the perimeter. Siya raw yung maximum. So, anong ginagawa natin sa maximum values or minimum values sa calculus? So, this is the perimeter set. Okay, we set the differential perimeter with respect to b to, let's say, this is set to 0. So, siya yung isa-set natin sa 0 since we are looking for the maximum perimeter. So, if this is now 0, we have 0 is equal to dA over dB plus 1. But what is the equivalent of dA over dB? Tapos na tayong mag-differentiate ng equation. Ano yung last part? We are doing substitution. So this is 0 equal to equivalent of dA over dB is negative b divided by a plus 1. Ita-transpose ko ito magiging positive b over a is na equal to 1. So we have b should be equal to a. So ibig nang sabihin, dapat daw equal si A kay B. Can we now determine the value of A and B? Pwede na yan. Pwede tayo pumunta dito sa Pythagorean theorem. That is A squared plus B squared is equal to 25. So, pwede naman natin gawin, substitute all values of B in terms of A. So, we have, this is A squared plus A squared is now equal to, okay, so bakit ko pinalitan? They are equal. Substitution tayo. Equal to 25. This is twice of a squared is now equal to 25. So dividing both sides by 2, we have the value of a squared is now equal to 25 divided by 2. So this is, okay, equivalent to the square root of both sides. So what will be the square root of 25 over 2? So the square root of 25 over 2 is the same as, this is 5 square root of 2 over 2, or in decimal, is equal to 3.536 meters. Okay, pero ano ba yung required dito? We are looking for the perimeter. Paano kumuha ng perimeter ng triangle? Sum of the all sides. So we have the value of A is the same as the value of B. Sabi dito. So we'll be having the same, the value of B is 5 the square root of 2 over 2. So we have the perimeter is now equal to A plus B plus C. Perimeter is side A. 5 square root of 2 divided by 2 plus the value of B is 5 square root of 2 over 2 plus side C, yung given na side, that is side 5 meters. So we have the perimeter so the perimeter is 5 plus 5 the square root of 2 meters, or the perimeter is equal to, in decimal, this is the same as 12.0, okay, 12.071 meters. So that will be our answer. So for a triangle, kapag yung right triangle na kapag yung length ng hypotenuse niya is 5 meters, ano yung maximum perimeter na pwede? That is 12.071. Or dapat, since equal naman na daw si A at saka si B, this is an isosceles right triangle. Okay, let's start for our second example. Okay, so let's have an example involving volume. Sabi niya dito, sa a rectangular box having a square base and an open at the top is to have a capacity of 16,823 cubic centimeters. So find the height of the box to use this amount of material. So if you say this material, we are talking of a minimum value. So ano ba yung material na sinasabi niya dyan? That is the material needed for the surface area. So, surface area, that is yung area ng, the area of the wall, tapos yung area ng floor. For a reason, yung ibabaw, sabi naman niya, this is open. So, that is, the volume of this box should be equal to 16,823 cubic, this is cubic centimeters. Yeah. So far, those are the given. So required, we are looking for the height. What will be the height of the box? To have a least surface area. So kung maliit kasi yung surface area, we'll be having a least amount of material na ilalagay sa walls. We have 4 walls since rectangular, at saka yung sa floor. So never mind the top since that is an open box. So we have, okay, those are the given and this is the required. We proceed to equation. So yung equation natin, we have first, what is the volume? Volume is area times height. But supposedly for rectangular, that is length times width times height. Pero sabi niya sa problem, according to the problem, we have a square base. So say x by x na lang. So the square base, x. So the area of the base is obviously x squared. We have the volume is equal to x squared times h. Substitute yung value dito, we may perform the first differentiation. This is 16,823 is equal to x squared h. First derivative, this is constant. This is 0 equal to first term, derivative of a product, derivative of the second term plus the second term, derivative of the first term. Our rule, let us bring down the exponent to x dx. Okay, we simplify. This is the same as 0 equal to x squared dh plus 2hx dx. So dividing all terms with dx. So we have, this is now 0 equal to x squared dh over dx by plus 2hx. Or this is the same as x squared dh over dx. Pag transpose ko to, that will be negative. So negative 2hx divided by x squared. So the equivalent of dh over dx is now equal to negative 2h. So cancel yung isang x divided by x. So this is the equivalent of dh over dx from the first equation. So yung second equation natin is the surface area. Kasi ito daw dapat yung minimum. So how to compute for the surface area ng isang rectangular box? Okay, paano natin kukunin yung surface area ng rectangular box kung wala siyang takip? So that is basically, we have the surface area. Okay, this is, okay, how many walls? Ilan yung walls ng rectangular box? We have 4. 4 times area of the wall plus, since wala siyang takip, yung area ng ilalim. That is, let's say, the area of the floor. We have the surface area is now equal to, ano yung surface area natin? What is the area of the wall? Height is h, the width is x. So it's the same as 4 times h times x plus. What is the area of the floor? Ito yun. That is the same as x squared. Then, perform differentiation. Derivative of the surface area is equal to 4. Again, derivative of a product. This is first term, derivative of the second term plus the second term, derivative of the first term. Plus 2x dx. Power rule. Then divide all terms with dx. Sorry. Parang baliktad. First term, derivative of the second term. Second term pala natin is yung baliktad dito. Okay, the second term, first term is h, derivative of the second term is dx, plus the second term, derivative of the first term. Ayan. So, simplify muna natin. Differential surface area is now equal to 4h dx plus 4x dh plus 2x dx. Dividing all terms with dx. Okay, so we'll be having differential surface area divided by dx is now equal to 4h plus we have 4x dh over dx plus 2x. Okay? So, tapos na yung differentiation. Okay, after the differentiation, we proceed to the last part, that is substitution. So again, we have the surface area is needed to be minimum. So is either maximum or minimum. Anong ginagawa natin sa mga values na to? We set a differential surface area with respect to dx to be 0. Okay, so from that equation, we have 0 equal to 4h. So isa-set natin yung value na to 0. 0 4h plus 4x dh over dx ay plus 2x. Then, okay, last part, substitution. So 0 equal to 4h plus 4x. What is the equivalent of dh over dx? That is negative 2h over x. So this is negative 2h over x. Cancelling x plus 2x. So it's the same as 0 equal to 4h plus cancel yung x, 4 times negative 2. So this will be negative h plus 2x. So we have now 0 equal to negative, it's negative 4h plus 2x. So we'll be having 2x is equal to negative 2x transpose, kung negative siya, h. So divided by negative 2, dividing both sides by negative 2, therefore the equivalent of x should be by 2 up H. Yan. So, yun na yung nakuha natin equivalent. So, still, nasa last part tayo, yung substitution. The volume is equal to x squared h. What is the volume? That is 16,823 equal to, what is equivalent of x? That is 2h. Okay, squared times h. So this is equal to 16,823 equal to squared. We have 4h squared h, 4h cubed. So we'll be having h is now equal to 16,823. This is divided by 4, then raised to cube root 1/3. So ito yung required natin. What will be the height to have a least surface area? Least maximum para magawa yung box. So this, hinahanap natin yung h. Okay, so this is equal to, we have 16.142 centimeters. So, isa ito sa mga basic application ng calculus, maxima-minima. Kung pinapagawa ka ng box at ang limit ng volume mo is ito, ano yung dimension ng box mo para makatipid ka sa material na gagamitin dun sa box? That is the physical application of maxima-minima.